the return of TNA property, namely the NWA World Tag Team Championship belts from certain individuals. But before we go into that, I want to introduce a man who's really made an impact, no pun intended, over the past few weeks in the situation with LAX. Folks, it's the master of the Canadian Destroyer. Please welcome Petey Williams.
This is a real hero. This is a young man who absolutely refused to succumb to the peer pressure of Konnan, Homicide, Hernandez, the Latin American Xchange, in their attempt to burn the American flag. And check this out. Petey Williams comes to the ring, and he's got the flag.
You know, you never know, Mike, until someone put in the dire situation.
Thank you very much. The reason I asked you down here was because everyone knows what's been going on with this flag and LAX. For a while, we didn't know where your loyalty lay, but you certainly showed your true colors, and those colors are red, white, and blue.
Now, Jim, everybody knows that I'm a Canadian citizen, and I know I've had my problems with these people in the past. Hey, I've had my problems with America in general. But I had an opportunity here. I knew what LAX was doing with this American flag. I knew it wasn't right. I knew somebody had to stop him, and that somebody was gonna be me.
The only person
And I
who
think
could.
we saw what happened to Petey. You put your body on the line. And if we could, we've made arrangements. If we could lower the rigging because of the inflammatory comments that have been made on this program the last few weeks. The viewers didn't like them. I didn't like them. Management didn't like them. We're going to try to make up for that. We're going to raise Old Glory here tonight. We're going to raise this American flag. Petey Williams attaching that flag. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Orgullosamente latino hasta la muerte y después. Worldwide Latino pride, the ambassadors of violence. LAX, K-Dog, the notorious 187 Homicide.
Could it have been more appropriate on Thanksgiving night when we celebrate this great holiday that everyone on their feet for the playing of the national anthem as the flag was raised above the ring here at the Impact Zone, and we are rudely interrupted by the Latin American Xchange. Yes, Konnan, Homicide, Hernandez have hit the ring.
They've got the belt in hand. Will they turn them in is the question. Any chance they can to disrespect this country, to disrespect that flag, they'll take
Did
it.
you come here to return TNA property? That's the only question I have to ask of you. Hey, wait a minute. Get this big son of a gun under control. Hey.
I got one better. No, we did not come here to turn over the tag team championships. We came here to serve you with some papers.
What?
Dame los papeles, papa.
Who is this guy? Who is this?
He's our attorney. Read the papers. TNA violated our First Amendment rights. And want to know the beauty of this, the poetic justice? We're going to use your system against you. And I hope your attorneys have a lot of money, because we're going to take you for all the cheese you've got.
All right, hey.
You served us, now I'm going to serve you.
Petey Williams! Look at him unload with those series of right hands. But, big Hernandez, Homicide. Numbers game just way too much here.
I admire his bravery. I admire the honor that he's showing. But look at that. Oh, man, he just threw him. Hernandez throws him right over the knee of Homicide. And like you said, Mike, it's 2-on-1, 3-on-1, and now they're putting the Mexican flag right over the top of it.
Oh, you see the burial. And Jim Cornette tried to step in there. And Konnan gets right in Cornette's face. That's TNA manager. You're screwing with.
Here comes America's Most Wanted. Right there is James Storm. Gail, did you see Gail kept the flying off the top rope? That's what you do. And now Konnan gets sputtered back right there. And the beatdown continues now.
Did you see Konnan what he just did to Gail Kim? And Chris Harris using his body as a shield to try and protect her.
You can see Hernandez trying to get there too. And now look at Homicide bringing in, and now AMW. They've been taking it. Wait a minute! It's the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. Yeah!
Here comes the man who really represents the USA. You're right, the Olympic gold medalist. German suplex for Homicide. No! On Hernandez as well.
That's how America should be represented, right there by Kurt Angle. He comes in and cleans house.
Kurt Angle standing tall. Latin American Exchange forced to bail out to the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it's going to be.
Here with LAX.
Hey! It looks like you're nervous. You have every reason to be nervous. You're in front of greatness. Where LAX turned the channel 5150. Órale, arriba la raza. TNA, you're trying to screw us out of those titles. Remember one thing. We're American citizens. You're infringing on our constitutional rights on the First Amendment. Petey Williams, you Canadian pygmy coward. You want to know what thug life is all about? Tonight, you're going to find out. Kurt Angle, you symbolize the United States. That's right, you're aloof and you're overrated. Tonight, you're gonna find out what thug life and LAX is all about. Órale, arriba la raza! Welcome to the World 5150.
Williams, Petey, tonight, you and Kurt Angle have a match against LAX, and let me tell you, they're on a tirade.
And here comes the Latin American Exchange. Earlier on Thursday Night Impact, LAX attacked both members of America's Most Wanted, and now look at the assault on Petey Williams.
Or you'll join him. Hey, Kurt Angle, I got a question for you. How are you gonna do tonight against LAX all by yourself? Eres una basura, Petey. Gringo asqueroso.
Up next, Kurt Angle and Petey Williams scheduled to challenge LAX. Will Petey Williams even make it to the ring? What an eventful night it has been for the Latin American Exchange. Assault and attacks on both members of America's Most Wanted. Plus, they just beat down Petey Williams. Is he going to be even able to make it for this tag championship bout?
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is the only Olympic gold medalist in professional wrestling history.
We saw him last week come to the rescue. Kurt Angle, but you asked the question, Mike. Will Petey Williams be able to join him right here in the ring? And if not, can Kurt Angle, 1-on-2, take on LAX, a team that has been on a rampage?
I love the idea behind this tag title match. TNA management, Jim Cornette. Decision made recently to try and take those NWA World Tag Team title belts away from the Latin American Exchange. But what would be better than to beat LAX, to beat Konnan, Homicide, and Hernandez at their own game and take the NWA Tag Team gold away?
I mean, you could just see in the demeanor of Kurt Angle right now, the Olympic gold medalist. He knows what this is all about. This is a chance right away to come into TNA and to walk out of here with gold around his waist. And as he takes off the jacket right now, waiting to hear word on Petey Williams. And at this point, I don't believe Petey Williams is going to be making it to the ring, Mike.
I think in essence what we're looking at here, Don, is a tag team title handicap match. It's 2-on-1 and 3-on-1 if you factor in Konnan at ringside.
Kurt Angle's going to have his hands full right now because one thing we know about LAX, one thing we know about Homicide and Hernandez, they work together. They have that gang mentality. They're thugs, and they're going to do everything they can, not only to injure Kurt Angle, but to keep him from ever being prominent here in TNA.
But is there anyone in professional wrestling who's better under pressure, who thrives under pressure, like the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle?
I mean, he doesn't even have time to think about what's going on with Petey Williams. Petey Williams got beat up by LAX. He's not able to make it to the ring. Kurt Angle's just got to focus on one thing, and that's handling his business in the ring. And right now, he's going one-on-one with one of the strongest men we've ever seen, and that's Hernandez. But Kurt Angle not intimidated at all.
Oh, this situation with LAX, it really gets under my skin. They brag about how all three are American citizens, so they can not only flaunt their First Amendment rights, now they're actually using our own system against us to the point that they've even hired their own lawyer.
Oh, and that lawyer came out, and it's like they had all the cards right there. They're talking about shooting us for everything we're worth. I mean, it's almost like they had this master plan from the beginning, taking it to the edge. And now look at this. Oh, look at the strength of Kurt Angle as he just flips him over his back like it's nothing.
It's a near 300-pound man he took overhead with that belly-to-belly released suplex. And here comes Homicide in. Oh, right hand. Series of them to the jaw. And he's got Angle rocking.
Boy, he did. It's almost like Kurt Angle was testing him there to see what he could do. Homicide, though, comes up and look at this. Oh, nice backbreaker right there by Kurt Angle.
How about that? Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Angle, and he takes the straps down and fires up even more.
It's almost like he realized what's going on, and then look at that, the undercut right there, catching the back of the leg, and you could see Kurt Angle grabbing that leg as Hernandez just took him out.
Oh, you're right. He clipped him. Chop blocked him from behind, and now watch LAX go on the attack. Homicide dropping down with all of his weight across the knee of Angle.
Well, that's what they do so well together. They know exactly what it is they're going to do. They're back and forth, quick tags. They now realize they've got an injured Kurt Angle. They've got that leg injured, and they're going to go right after it every chance they can.
And what? Samoa Joe coming to the ring. Here comes Samoa Joe. Remember what Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle agreed upon. Remember, they're packed on. We'll watch each other's backs until turning point.
Well, that's just it. If there's going to be Joe and Angle at turning point, Samoa Joe has to watch Kurt Angle's back, and he realized that Kurt Angle was handicapped out here. It was 1-on-2, and Samoa Joe gets to the ring, and there he is because he wants that rematch on December 10th.
You're right. Sunday, December 10th at Turning Point. They are going to be rivals. They're going to be opponents in the rematch we've all been anticipating. But tonight here on Thursday Night Impact, they're tag team partners. Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle against LAX for the tag titles.
And that was the respect that Samoa Joe showed Kurt Angle. He realized he was beaten by a better man. And again, Kurt Angle showing that strength, showing that second effort as he takes Hernandez down. And you can see Joe, the crowd fired him up. He wants to prove to Angle that he's worthy of that rematch at Turning Point. He wants to show him, I'm here for you. I've got your back, and he's reaching out his hand. Kurt Angle looking up, and he hits it.
Samoa Joe, now the legal man, and look at him unload. Look at these forearm shots for both Hernandez and Homicide.
Samoa Joe, beautiful kick to the side of Homicide's head. Joe fired up, doing exactly what he promised Kurt Angle he would do. Now Hernandez trying to take over, and look at the strength of Joe as he perfectly places the knee.
Oh, what a great running kick right into the face of Hernandez. Drops down with the backsplash. 280 pounds, and quick step slam on Homicide.
Oh, when he does that slam, it's amazing how fast it is and how powerful it is. And you can see Homicide really trying to get to his feet, trying to defend it. Oh, but look at the strength of Samoa Joe as he fights it off.
There it is. Kakina clutch. Rear naked choke applied to Homicide. He's got it cinched in, and Kurt Angle's got the ankle lock on Hernandez.
I mean, look at these submission specialists as they're now hitting the bell. Jim Cornette coming right out here to us. Kurt Angle with the ankle lock right there. Samoa Joe's got Homicide submitting. Unreal, what's going to happen right here? You see Konnan screaming right here in front of us.
TNA management, Jim Cornette calling for the bell. Referee Earl Hebner in the ring. Here's that attorney as well. Oh, it's a chaotic situation.
Based on Samoa Joe not being contractually participating in this match,
Get out of here.
Jim Cornette is ruling this a no contest. Contest.
What? They're not going to let him have it. Been on a mission. They have absolutely just been focused at what they want to do, and that's disgracing anybody that's representing America right now. And look at what Homicide's doing to Petey Williams.
Another pin attempt and another near fall. We have been so impressed with Petey Williams in terms of his in-ring ability. 5+ months as an X Division champion. We've been blown away by that finishing move, that 6-foot pile driver, the Canadian Destroyer. But it wasn't until we witnessed his guts, his courageousness under pressure when he stood up to LAX, when they tried to torch the American flag, that we realized what a man Petey Williams really is.
Nice shot right there to the jaw of Homicide, and that gave Petey Williams all the momentum he needed. And with the side rush and leg sweep, Petey Williams right now in total control, Mike.
Gonna try and reel him in. That's usually the sign that the Canadian Destroyer is on the way.
He goes to set it up. It looks like he's got it right here. Lets the crowd know. Homicide, though, able to fight out of it, Mike.
Uh-oh. Ringo Killer on the way. He's got Williams up. Oh, lands on his feet. Great agility by Petey Williams.
Petey, oh, he couldn't get it. Quick roll-up, though. 2. He's got it. He's got the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Petey Williams.
The courageous kid from Canada. Petey Williams gets the W, but here comes the trademark. Here comes the LAX beatdown. It's 3-on-1.
This This is the thug mentality that we talk about so often. Petey Williams doesn't even get a chance to catch a breath, a chance to pose to the crowd.
Oh, no.
As LAX is there for one reason. If he won, oh no, could it be the border toss?
Yes!
Oh, he just throws him across the ring, Mike.
Oh, this massive Hernandez just took Petey Williams and tossed him all the way across the ring. And now check this out. Konnan taking the Mexican flag. They bury Petey Williams under the flag. And here comes AMW. Here comes Harris Storm and Gail Kim.
You see Storm right there, and look at this move. He puts on Hernandez and face plants him right in the Madison. You see the Wildcat over there taking it to Homicide. Hernandez goes out, and there's Gail Kim coming in and checks on Petey. She checks on Petey Williams right there, and then she grabs the Mexican flag. And now look at this. She's looking over to LAX, and she's taunting him. She's taunting him right there with that flag, and look at the anger on LAX's face.
Tonight on Impact, we present a main event loaded with star power and intriguing implications. Listen to this six-way TNA All-Star War. Rhino versus Christian Cage versus Abyss versus Sting versus Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle. Tonight on Impact.
Standing here with LAX.
Shut up! AMW, you two hoes crossed the line. You have something that we want. You have something that we want. You have something that we need and something that we're going to get back, which is a Mexican flag. We got something you want, the American flag. So I propose something. Let's have a flag match. Do you know what that is? That means whoever wins the match gets their flag back, gets to hoist their flag, and the other team has to listen to their national anthem. So at Turning Point, get ready to listen to the Mexican national anthem, because our flag stands for honor and dignity, something this country knows nothing about. Órale arriba la raza!
I'm here tonight for a purpose. We have heard the inflammatory comments from Konnan and LAX. We've seen the violent physical altercations between AMW and LAX. And we heard the challenge laid down for the flag match. I think the fans here in the Impact Zone want to see it. I think the TNA fans across America want to see it. So on behalf of AMW, I'm accepting the flag match challenge. It will take place. AMW versus LAX to settle the score at the December pay-per-view event, Turning Point. It's going to be a tremendous contest, and we're going to find out once and for all who the best team is.